Gintz is on right now in Grant Park, and he's saying, I just heard him say before we got live on the air, he's like, this is where Barack Obama gave his acceptance speech. This is a historic site. I mean, Grant Park in and of itself, whatever your politics are, and to have someone like Tim, who we've all known for years, be on this stage in front of this many people, and you've done it here. I mean, that's got to feel different than being over in the UK and being at Reading and Leeds.
No, it feels good. I mean, like you said, we're not playing here, but just to see him, and to see them, it feels right. It makes a lot of sense, and we'll be back next year.
Yeah, every year I walk by the entrance, and I just get almost nostalgic right away, just because it's such an awesome. It brings such an awesome energy to the city, and it's just a party every year, and people come from all over around the world, and it's just awesome. Everyone's having a great time.
Yeah, we can't. I mean, you can't walk 10 feet without being bumped by someone from.
I ran into almost all the old Atlantic staff that yesterday who are not working for Atlantic anymore. R.I.P.
But it's making me anxious though. I think I'm starting to become weird and reclusive in my old age. I was walking. This was last summer. I was here and I was walking across the grounds, just minding my business, looking down, and one of those gigantic, heavy frisbees hit me in the bridge of my nose at full speed, and I'm like, and I was like,
and then you put a blog out kill all hippies.
Yeah. Then I'm like, and they're like, you gotta go to the medical tent. I'm like, no, I'm going to the media tent. So I ran to the media tent. And I'm like, kill all hippies. And I went on a rampage. But this year still I'm still excited about it, but nonetheless, I just crossing into the ground, I started to get a little bit of anxiety and just, I don't know, I feel like an old lady, where are all these kids, what are they doing?
Actually, I want to
bring frisbees to your next show.
Not to mention the H1N1 virus, which has got to be, everyone's got to get it here.
I want to give a shout out to something that's kind of special between us, and I'm glad we're live on air, but John Hughes dying is a major part of our youth and our music. And we're gonna miss that guy. But,
yeah, seriously.
The city was
yes,
yeah,
it is Chicago,
I mean, we're still in shock about that, and I haven't spoken to him or his family in years, but I still have a long-lasting bond with them, and he's such a vital figure in our childhood.
Came back to me when you're talking about
Yeah. And it's affecting us in a huge way, and I just, for whatever it's worth, our hearts go out to his family.
And I do want to mention, because Chris Payne is here with us, and he was kind enough to let me step in here. Are they going to be on Local 101 tomorrow night or next week? What are you doing?
We're doing all this on Twitter. We're doing all these interviews on Twitter, so that's sort of
I'm on Twitter right now. Oh my God! That's so cool. But thank you, dude. It's great to see you too.
See you, man. Awesome.
And these guys, always a pleasure to run into you. Just it makes me happy to know that there's more coming.
Yeah, dude.
I love the progress.
Never stop.
we won't go away.
No, this is actually, I will apologize to the fans because we did put a lot of emphasis overseas on a lot of things we were doing, and without even realizing, we're still working so hard, but we did neglect a lot of stuff here. Our MySpace page kind of suffered, our kind of fan-to-fan communication kind of suffered, and we made a hardcore decision recently, and we're 25 hours a day, full on for this record, and I'm so stoked to start getting everyone back on our side and everyone pumped for the release,
So good. You guys are here in Chicago's alternative in Chicago. I know we're late, Alan, back in the studio, but if we could play Looks Like Morphine from Joanna and just let them have some time here on the radio, that'd be cool. Yeah. Chris, thank you. Chris Payne.